Hi, this is Bee Ayer from Get Down Farm. When I'm not working with our chickens, I'm the vegetable farm manager at Robin Hills Farm in Chelsea, Michigan, and I wanted to give you a little tour of our farm here and what we do. This is our south hoop house. We've been growing greens here over the winter, and as you can see, we've already started harvesting some and are also putting in some new vegetables for the spring. Enjoy the tour. Thanks. Here we are in one of our lower fields. Here we have mostly our spring greens and some of our other spring crops like peas and spinach. And I'll show you how we do it here. We just seeded some beds recently, and to keep those beds nice and moist and protect those seeds, we've covered it with a row cover. A floating row cover is a way to just keep the moisture in your beds and protect them from the fluctuations of the temperatures as well. Here you can see those two beds covered with the row cover. I'm going to peek underneath and show you what it looks like. Beautiful little rows of wonderful mustard braising mix. Here we have two rows of raspberry plants, and in the back I think you can probably see we have a bunch of new lavender that we're putting in the ground. We're hoping to plant about 1 acre of lavender. It'll make a beautiful meditative garden, and we'll use it to make value-added products. In the back, those tall stakes are actually our hops trellises. We're growing some special hops this year, which can be used for making beer or just for a simple relaxing tea. Here is our largest field. You will notice that our field is actually one big hill. Because of that, all of our beds are contoured around the hill, allowing for better water retention and less runoff. So here's another view of our main field. You can tell better up here that our beds are all curved going along this hill. That's called contour farming. And you'll also notice here we have some baby kale plants. We label all of our beds with the crop that's in them, the date we put them in, as well as the variety, because we have a lot of visitors and we always want them to know what's going on in the bed, and it helps us with our record keeping. You'll also see in this bed we have our drip tape down. As soon as we put our transplants in the bed, we go ahead and put down that drip tape. That allows us to save water as we irrigate. And then you'll also see on our farm here that we have living paths. What we have is a beautiful white clover. White clover is a great choice for a living path because it doesn't grow that tall. Clover in the legume family also adds nitrogen to your soil. And when it does get too tall that we want to mow it, it's great animal fodder, and it makes a great green manure to just add right into our beds. Having living paths is a great way to keep dust down on your farm, as well as keep weeds from growing in your paths and then invading your beds. Looking down here, you can see our two beautiful hoop houses. They're both currently full of vegetables. One is full of mostly greens that you saw. The other one is already full of our tomatoes. We grow over 25 varieties of tomatoes, and we grow them in our hoop house to provide them a little bit extra protection. Of course, we also grow tomatoes outside, but the ones in our hoop house will get a little bit earlier, and we'll be able to prune them so that we have a heavier load of fruit per plant.